What if the history we think we know is only a fraction of the truth? Imagine a world where ancient civilizations possessed knowledge and technology that still baffle us today. From massive stone structures that defy explanation to mysterious artifacts that seem out of place in time, the prehistoric era holds secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about humanity's past. In this video, we're diving into 25 cryptic discoveries from the prehistoric era, each one a puzzle piece in the grand mystery of our origins. These findings don't just rewrite history, they invite us to question what we believe about the capabilities of early humans and the civilizations that came before us. Stay with us as we uncover these enigmatic relics, explore their hidden meanings, and reveal the astonishing stories they tell. By the end of this journey, you'll see the past in a whole new light and maybe even question what's possible for the future. Let's begin. Now, let's turn our attention to a discovery that has left scientists and historians utterly astounded: the Antikythera Mechanism. Often referred to as the world's first computer, this ancient Greek device is a marvel of engineering that defies the expectations of its time. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, this intricate bronze artifact is made up of a complex system of gears, dials, and inscriptions. At first glance, it might look like a corroded lump of metal, but modern analysis has revealed it to be a sophisticated astronomical calculator capable of predicting celestial events like eclipses and tracking the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. What makes the Antikythera Mechanism so extraordinary is not just its complexity, but the fact that it was created over 2,000 years ago. The precision of its gears and the knowledge required to design such a device suggest that ancient Greek civilization possessed a level of technological sophistication far beyond what we typically attribute to that era. Yet, despite decades of study, many questions remain unanswered. Who built it? How widespread was this technology? And why do we have no other examples of such devices from that time? The Antikythera Mechanism stands as a testament to the ingenuity of ancient civilizations, challenging our assumptions about the limits of their knowledge and capabilities. It's a reminder that the past may hold secrets we've only begun to uncover. As we move forward, we'll explore another enigmatic artifact that has puzzled researchers for centuries, a manuscript filled with symbols and illustrations that no one has been able to fully decipher. But for now, let's marvel at the Antikythera Mechanism, a relic that bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and modern curiosity. Now, let's journey into the realm of one of history's most perplexing puzzles: the Voynich Manuscript. This mysterious book, filled with undecipherable text and bizarre illustrations, has baffled scholars, cryptographers, and historians for centuries. Discovered in the early 20th century by a Polish book dealer named Wilfred Voynich, the manuscript is written in an unknown script and adorned with strange drawings of plants, celestial charts, and human-like figures. To this day, no one has been able to definitively decode its contents, making it one of the most enduring enigmas of the ancient world. The origins of the Voynich manuscript are as mysterious as its text. Carbon dating places its creation somewhere between the early 15th and early 16th centuries, but its author and purpose remain unknown. Some believe it was the work of a medieval alchemist or herbalist, while others suggest it might be a hoax designed to deceive collectors. Yet, the complexity of its script and the consistency of its illustrations suggest it's far more than a simple forgery. Theories about its purpose range from an encoded medical text to an elaborate guide to lost knowledge, possibly even tied to ancient or extraterrestrial civilizations. What makes the Voynich manuscript so fascinating is not just its undeciphered language, but the sheer variety of interpretations it has inspired. Some researchers argue that the text is a form of proto-language or a cipher waiting to be cracked, while others propose it's a purely symbolic work meant to convey esoteric knowledge. Despite advances in technology and countless attempts to decode it, the manuscript continues to resist interpretation, leaving us to wonder if its secrets will ever be fully unlocked. As we ponder the mysteries of the Voynich Manuscript, we're reminded of how much of our past remains shrouded in uncertainty. Could it hold the key to forgotten wisdom, or is it simply a testament to the boundless creativity of the human mind? Whatever the truth, this enigmatic artifact invites us to keep exploring, questioning, and marveling at the mysteries of history. Next, we'll turn our attention to another cryptic wonder, this time etched into the very earth itself. But for now, let's reflect on the Voynich Manuscript, a puzzle that continues to challenge and inspire us centuries after its creation. Now, let's shift our gaze from the enigmatic pages of the Voynich Manuscript to the vast, sun-scorched plains of Peru, where another ancient mystery stretches across the desert floor, the Nazca Lines. These massive geoglyphs, etched into the earth over 2,000 years ago, are a breathtaking sight to behold. From simple geometric shapes to intricate depictions of animals, plants, and human-like figures, the Nazca Lines cover hundreds of square kilometers, their precise forms visible only from high above. But who created these colossal designs, and why? The Nazca Lines were crafted by the Nazca culture, a pre-Columbian civilization that thrived in southern Peru between 200 BC and 600 CE. Using simple tools and careful planning, they removed the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles that cover the desert surface, revealing the lighter-colored soil beneath. This technique created striking contrasts that have endured for centuries, thanks to the region's arid climate and minimal erosion. But the sheer scale and precision of these designs raise questions about how the Nazca people achieved such accuracy without the aid of modern technology or aerial views. The purpose of the Nazca Lines has sparked countless theories over the years. Some researchers believe they served as an astronomical calendar, aligning with celestial events to mark seasons or significant dates. Others suggest they were part of religious or ceremonial practices, perhaps pathways for processions or offerings to the gods. One of the most intriguing and controversial theories proposes that the lines were meant to communicate with extraterrestrial beings, serving as landing strips or signals for visitors from beyond our world. While this idea captures the imagination, it remains speculative with little concrete evidence to support it. What makes the Nazca Lines so captivating is not just their size or complexity, but the enduring mystery surrounding their creation and purpose. Were they a form of ancient art, a spiritual expression, or something else entirely? The lack of written records from the Nazca culture leaves us with more questions than answers, inviting us to piece together the clues they left behind. Beyond their mystery, the Nazca Lines hold immense cultural significance. They are a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of the Nazca people, offering a glimpse into their worldview and connection to the natural and cosmic realms. Today, these geoglyphs are an UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors and researchers from around the globe who seek to unravel their secrets. As we marvel at the Nazca Lines, we're reminded of humanity's enduring desire to leave a mark on the world, to communicate across time and space. Whether they were meant for the gods, the stars, or beings beyond our understanding, these ancient designs continue to inspire awe and curiosity. Next, we'll uncover another cryptic wonder, one that challenges our understanding of early human civilization. But for now, let's reflect on the Nazca Lines, a masterpiece etched into the earth that still speaks to us across the centuries. Now, let's journey from the sprawling desert of Peru to the rolling hills of southeastern Turkey, where an extraordinary discovery has rewritten the story of human history, the Gobekli Tepe temples. Dating back over 11,000 years, this ancient site predates Stonehenge by more than 6,000 years and the Great Pyramid of Giza by 7,000 years, making it the oldest known temple complex in the world. What makes Gobekli Tepe so remarkable is not just its age but the sophistication of its construction, which challenges everything we thought we knew about early human societies. The site consists of massive stone pillars arranged in circular formations, some weighing up to 20 tons and standing over 16 feet tall. These pillars are intricately carved with detailed reliefs of animals, abstract symbols, and human-like figures, showcasing a level of artistry and craftsmanship that seems almost impossible for a time when humans were believed to be simple hunter-gatherers. The precision with which these stones were quarried, transported, and erected suggests a highly organized society with advanced knowledge of engineering and architecture, long before the advent of agriculture or settled communities. But what was the purpose of Gobekli Tepe? Archaeologists believe it served as a ceremonial or religious site, a place where early humans gathered for rituals, feasts, or communal activities. The carvings of animals such as foxes, snakes, and birds may have held symbolic or spiritual significance, possibly representing deities, totems, or mythological stories. Some researchers even suggest that Gobekli Tepe was a center for astronomical observation, with its structures aligned to celestial events like solstices or equinoxes. However, the true purpose of this ancient temple remains shrouded in mystery, as no written records or definitive evidence have been found to explain its function. Equally puzzling is why Gobekli Tepe was deliberately buried around 8000 BCE. The site was carefully filled in with soil and debris, preserving it for thousands of years until its rediscovery in the 1990s. Some theories propose that the burial was a form of ritual closure, marking the end of an era or the abandonment of the site. Others suggest it was a way to protect the temple from invaders or natural disasters. Whatever the reason, this intentional burial has left us with an astonishingly well-preserved window into the distant past. The discovery of Gobekli Tepe has fundamentally challenged the traditional timeline of human civilization. It suggests that complex societies and organized religion may have emerged much earlier than previously thought, long before the development of agriculture or permanent settlements. This raises profound questions about the origins of human culture and the forces that drove our ancestors to create such monumental structures. Were they responding to environmental changes, spiritual needs, or something else entirely? As we stand in awe of Gobekli Tepe, we're reminded of the ingenuity and creativity of our ancient ancestors. This temple complex not only redefines our understanding of prehistoric societies, but also invites us to reconsider the very nature of human progress. Next, we'll explore another cryptic wonder, one that takes us to the lush landscapes of Costa Rica, where perfectly round stone spheres have puzzled archaeologists for decades. But for now, let's reflect on Gobekli Tepe, a testament to humanity's enduring quest to connect with the divine and leave a lasting mark on the world. Now, let's shift our focus from the ancient temples of Turkey to the lush, tropical landscapes of Costa Rica, where another cryptic discovery has captivated archaeologists and historians alike: the enigmatic stone spheres of the Diquis Delta. Scattered across the region, these perfectly round stone spheres, some weighing several tons, have puzzled researchers for decades. Their precision and uniformity are nothing short of astonishing, raising questions about the technology and knowledge of the ancient people who created them. The stone spheres, known locally as Los Bolas, range in size from a few inches to over 6 feet in diameter, with the largest weighing up to 16 tons. Carved from a type of volcanic rock called gabbro, these spheres exhibit an almost flawless roundness with surface variations of less than 2 centimeters. The level of precision required to achieve such symmetry suggests that the creators possessed advanced knowledge of geometry and stone working techniques, far beyond what we typically associate with prehistoric societies. But how were these massive spheres made? Archaeologists believe that the process involved carefully selecting large boulders, shaping them using stone tools, and then polishing them to achieve their smooth, round surfaces. Some theories suggest that the spheres were rolled into place using logs or ropes, while others propose that they were transported using a combination of ramps and levers. However, the exact methods remain a mystery, as no tools or records from the time have been found to explain their creation. The purpose of these stone spheres is equally intriguing. Some researchers believe they served as markers for important sites, such as burial grounds or ceremonial centers. Others suggest they were used in rituals or as symbols of power and status, possibly representing celestial bodies like the sun or moon. There are even theories that the spheres were arranged in patterns to align with astronomical events, such as solstices or equinoxes, serving as a kind of ancient calendar or observatory. Yet, despite these compelling ideas, no definitive evidence has been found to confirm their true purpose. Adding to the mystery are the myths and legends surrounding the spheres. Local indigenous communities have passed down stories for generations, some claiming that the spheres were created by gods or supernatural beings. Others believe they hold magical properties or were used in ancient rituals to communicate with the spirit world. While these tales are fascinating, they offer more questions than answers, leaving the true origins and significance of the spheres shrouded in mystery. The stone spheres of Costa Rica are a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of ancient civilizations. They challenge our understanding of prehistoric societies and remind us that there is still much to learn about the people who came before us. As we marvel at these enigmatic artifacts, we're left to wonder about the hands that shaped them and the stories they were meant to tell. Next, we'll uncover another cryptic discovery, one that takes us to the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, where a simple clay jar may hold the key to understanding early advancements in science and technology. But for now, let's reflect on the stone spheres, a mysterious legacy of a civilization lost to time. Now, let's journey from the tropical mysteries of Costa Rica to the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, where another cryptic discovery challenges our understanding of early technological advancements, the Baghdad Battery. This peculiar artifact, discovered in the 1930s near the city of Baghdad, consists of a clay jar, a copper cylinder, and an iron rod, all carefully assembled in a way that has led many to believe it may have functioned as a primitive battery. The Baghdad Battery, often referred to as the Parthian Battery due to its estimated origin during the Parthian period around 2,000 years ago, is a small but fascinating object. The clay jar, roughly the size of a modern-day vase, contains a copper cylinder that houses an iron rod. When filled with an acidic liquid, such as vinegar or lemon juice, the components create a chemical reaction capable of producing a small electric charge. This discovery has sparked intense debate among historians and scientists, as it suggests that ancient civilizations may have had a rudimentary understanding of electricity long before its modern discovery. But what could this ancient battery have been used for? One of the most compelling theories is that it was employed in electroplating, a process where a thin layer of metal is deposited onto another surface. Artifacts from the same period, such as gold-plated objects, have been found in the region, leading some to speculate that the Baghdad Battery could have been used to apply gold or silver coatings to jewelry or other items. This would imply a level of technological sophistication that we rarely associate with ancient societies. Another intriguing possibility is that the battery had medical applications. Some researchers suggest that the mild electric current it produced could have been used for pain relief or to treat certain ailments, similar to how modern electrotherapy is used today. Ancient texts from the region mention the use of electric fish for medicinal purposes, which lends some credibility to this theory. However, without definitive evidence, these ideas remain speculative. The existence of the Baghdad Battery raises profound questions about the knowledge and capabilities of ancient civilizations. If it truly functioned as a battery, it would mean that people in antiquity were experimenting with electricity over 1,000 years before figures like Alessandro Volta and Michael Faraday laid the foundations of modern electrical science. This challenges the conventional timeline of technological progress and suggests that ancient societies may have been far more advanced than we give them credit for. Yet, despite the compelling evidence, skepticism remains. Some experts argue that the artifact could have had a different purpose altogether, such as storing scrolls or serving as a ritual object. The lack of additional batteries or related artifacts from the same period makes it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. Still, the Baghdad battery continues to captivate researchers and enthusiasts alike, serving as a reminder of the mysteries that still lie buried in the sands of time. As we ponder the possibilities of this ancient device, we're reminded that history is full of surprises, and our understanding of the past is constantly evolving. The Baghdad battery stands as a testament to human ingenuity, challenging us to reconsider what we know about the technological achievements of ancient civilizations. Next, we'll explore another enigmatic artifact, one that has baffled historians and cartographers for centuries: the Piri Reis map. But for now, let's marvel at the ingenuity of the Baghdad battery, a cryptic discovery that continues to spark curiosity and debate. Now, let's shift our focus from the enigmatic Baghdad battery to another astonishing artifact that has puzzled historians and cartographers for centuries: the Piri Reis map. This 16th century map, created by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, is not just a remarkable piece of historical cartography, but also a source of enduring mystery. What makes this map so extraordinary is its depiction of the coastlines of continents, including what appears to be Antarctica, long before the continent was officially discovered in the 19th century. Even more intriguing, the map seems to show Antarctica without its icy covering, a detail that has sparked countless theories and debates. The Piri Reis map was discovered in 1929 in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, Turkey. Drawn on gazelle skin parchment, the map is a compilation of earlier sources, as Piri Reis himself noted in the margins. He claimed to have used charts from various cultures, including Greek, Portuguese, and Arabic maps, some of which he said dated back to the time of Alexander the Great. This raises the question, could these ancient sources have contained knowledge of Antarctica, a continent that was buried under ice for millions of years? One of the most striking features of the map is its depiction of the southern coastline of South America, which aligns remarkably well with modern maps. However, the inclusion of what appears to be Antarctica is where the mystery deepens. The continent was not officially discovered until 1820, and its ice-covered state has been consistent for tens of millions of years. Yet the Piri Reis map seems to show a landmass that matches the shape of Antarctica's coastline beneath the ice, as revealed by modern sonar mapping. How could a 16th century mapmaker have known about this? Some theorists suggest that the map's accuracy points to the existence of an advanced ancient civilization with knowledge of global geography, possibly even predating recorded history. This civilization, they argue, might have mapped the world long before the rise of known cultures, and their knowledge could have been passed down through the ages, eventually reaching Piri Reis. Others propose that the map's accuracy is a coincidence or that it reflects speculative cartography based on myths and legends rather than actual exploration. Another fascinating theory involves the possibility of ancient seafaring cultures reaching Antarctica during a time when parts of the continent were ice-free. While this idea is highly speculative, it aligns with some geological evidence suggesting that Antarctica experienced warmer periods in the distant past. If such a civilization existed, their knowledge of the continent could have been preserved in maps that later influenced Piri Reis. Despite the intriguing possibilities, skepticism remains. Some scholars argue that the supposed depiction of Antarctica is simply a misinterpretation of the map's features or a representation of other known landmasses. They point out that the map contains inaccuracies and that its connection to Antarctica is far from definitive. Nevertheless, the Piri Reis map continues to captivate researchers and enthusiasts, serving as a testament to the enduring mysteries of our past. As we reflect on this enigmatic map, we're reminded of how much there is still to learn about the knowledge and capabilities of ancient civilizations. The Piri Reis map challenges our understanding of history and geography, inviting us to consider the possibility that our ancestors knew far more about the world than we give them credit for. Next, we'll explore another cryptic discovery that has sparked debates about ancient extraterrestrial contact, the Dropa stones. But for now, let's marvel at the Piri Reis map, a relic that continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. Moving from the mysteries of ancient cartography, we now turn our attention to a discovery that has fueled debates about extraterrestrial contact in prehistoric times: the Dropa stones. These peculiar stone discs, discovered in the remote mountains of China, have sparked theories ranging from ancient alien messages to elaborate hoaxes. Let's delve into their story and uncover why they remain one of the most controversial artifacts in the world of historical mysteries. The Dropa stones were first brought to light in 1938, when a Chinese archaeologist named Kai Pu Te and his team explored the Bayan Ha Mountains in Qinghai Province. During their expedition, they stumbled upon a series of caves containing strange skeletal remains and hundreds of stone discs, each about 9 inches in diameter and marked with intricate spiral grooves. The discs, which appeared to be thousands of years old, were unlike anything the team had ever seen. But the real intrigue began when researchers claimed to have deciphered the grooves, suggesting they contained a written message. According to some accounts, the grooves were not mere decorations but a form of ancient writing. When translated, the message allegedly told the story of an alien spacecraft that crash-landed in the mountains thousands of years ago. The survivors, referred to as the Dropa, were said to have been stranded on Earth and unable to repair their ship. Over time, they integrated with the local population, leaving behind these stone discs as a record of their existence. If true, this would be one of the most extraordinary pieces of evidence for ancient extraterrestrial contact. However, the story of the Dropa stones is far from straightforward. Skeptics have raised numerous questions about their authenticity. For one, the original discs have never been made available for independent examination, and many of the claims about their origins and translations come from sources that are difficult to verify. Some researchers argue that the stones are nothing more than ancient ritual objects or tools, with the grooves serving a practical purpose rather than conveying a message. Others suggest that the entire story is a modern fabrication designed to capitalize on public fascination with extraterrestrial life. Adding to the controversy is the lack of concrete evidence linking the stones to the alleged skeletal remains found in the caves. The skeletons, described as unusually small and delicate, were said to belong to the Dropa people. Yet, no conclusive studies have been conducted to confirm their origins or whether they were even human. Without physical evidence or reliable documentation, the claims surrounding the Dropa stones remain speculative at best. Despite the skepticism, the Dropa stones continue to capture the imagination of those who believe in the possibility of ancient alien contact. They serve as a reminder of how easily the line between fact and fiction can blur, especially when dealing with artifacts that defy conventional explanation. Whether they are genuine relics of an extraterrestrial encounter or an elaborate myth, the Dropa stones challenge us to question what we know about our past and the potential for otherworldly influences. As we leave the enigmatic Dropa stones behind, our journey through the mysteries of the prehistoric era takes us next to the awe-inspiring Sacsayhuaman walls in Peru. These massive stone structures, known for their precision and durability, raise questions about the engineering prowess of ancient civilizations. But for now, let's ponder the tantalizing possibilities presented by the Dropa stones, a discovery that continues to inspire wonder and debate. Now, shifting our focus from the enigmatic Dropa stones, we journey to the heart of the Andes Mountains in Peru, where the Sacsayhuaman walls stand as a testament to the ingenuity of ancient civilizations. These colossal stone structures, located near the city of Cusco, are renowned for their precision and durability, leaving modern engineers and archaeologists in awe of their construction. The walls, built by the Inca Empire, are composed of massive limestone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, yet fitted together so tightly that not even a sheet of paper can slide between them. This level of precision has sparked endless debates about how such a feat was achieved without the use of modern tools or machinery. Theories about the construction of the Sacsayhuaman walls range from the practical to the extraordinary. Some experts suggest that the Incas used a combination of ramps, levers, and sheer manpower to move and position the stones. Others propose that they employed advanced techniques, such as softening the stone with plant-based acids or using sound vibrations to shape and fit the blocks. However, no definitive evidence has been found to confirm these methods, leaving the true process shrouded in mystery. What is clear is that the Incas possessed a profound understanding of engineering and geology, allowing them to create structures that have withstood centuries of earthquakes and weathering. The purpose of the Sacsayhuaman walls is another subject of intrigue. While many believe they served as a military fortress due to their strategic location and imposing design, others argue that they had a ceremonial or religious significance. The site's alignment with celestial events such as the solstices suggests it may have been used for astronomical observations or rituals. Additionally, the intricate stonework and symbolic carvings found throughout the complex hint at a deeper cultural meaning, possibly tied to the Incas' spiritual beliefs and connection to the natural world. Despite extensive research, the Sacsayhuaman walls continue to defy complete understanding. Their construction techniques, purpose, and the sheer scale of the project remain topics of fascination and debate. What makes them even more remarkable is the fact that the Incas left no written records, leaving modern scholars to piece together their story through archaeology and oral traditions. This lack of documentation only adds to the allure of the site, inviting us to imagine the skill, determination, and vision of the people who built it. As we marvel at the Sacsayhuaman walls, we are reminded of the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations and the mysteries they left behind. These walls are not just a marvel of engineering, but also a symbol of human ingenuity and the enduring quest to understand our past. With this in mind, our exploration of prehistoric mysteries continues, leading us next to the Shroud of Turin, a relic that has sparked centuries of debate and devotion. But for now, let's take a moment to appreciate the awe-inspiring legacy of the Sacsayhuaman walls, a masterpiece that continues to captivate and inspire. Now, as we turn our attention from the monumental Sacsayhuaman walls, we step into a realm where faith, history, and science intersect. The Shroud of Turin. This ancient linen cloth, measuring approximately 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide, is one of the most debated and studied artifacts in human history. Believed by many to bear the image of Jesus Christ, the shroud has captivated scholars, theologians, and the curious alike for centuries. Its origins, however, remain shrouded in mystery, sparking a fascinating blend of devotion and skepticism. The Shroud of Turin first gained widespread attention in the 14th century when it surfaced in the possession of a French knight. However, its history is believed to stretch back much further. Some traditions claim it was used to wrap the body of Jesus after his crucifixion, while others suggest it may have been created during the medieval period. The shroud's most striking feature is the faint, ghostly image of a man, bearing wounds consistent with the biblical account of Christ's crucifixion, pierced hands and feet, a wound in the side, and markings that resemble a crown of thorns. This haunting image has led many to view the shroud as a sacred relic, while others question its authenticity. Scientific analysis of the Shroud of Turin has only deepened the intrigue. In the late 1970s, a team of researchers conducted extensive tests, including radiocarbon dating, to determine its age. The results suggested the shroud originated between the 13th and 14th centuries, seemingly debunking claims of its ancient origins. However, critics of these findings argue that the samples tested may have been contaminated or taken from a repaired section of the cloth, casting doubt on the accuracy of the dating. Other studies have focused on the image itself, with some researchers proposing that it could have been created through a natural process, such as a chemical reaction caused by the body's decomposition, while others suggest it might be the work of a skilled artist. The debate over the shroud's authenticity continues to this day, with passionate arguments on both sides. For believers, it serves as a powerful symbol of faith and a tangible connection to the life and death of Jesus. For skeptics, it represents an elaborate medieval hoax or an artistic creation. Yet, regardless of its origins, the Shroud of Turin remains an enduring enigma, inviting us to explore the intersection of science, history, and spirituality. Its ability to inspire wonder and provoke questions is a testament to its profound impact on those who encounter it. As we reflect on the Shroud of Turin, we are reminded of the ways in which ancient artifacts can transcend time, sparking curiosity and debate across generations. Whether viewed as a sacred relic or a historical puzzle, it challenges us to consider the limits of our understanding and the power of belief. With this in mind, our journey through the mysteries of the prehistoric era continues, leading us next to the Longyou Caves, an underground marvel that defies explanation. But for now, let us pause to contemplate the enduring allure of the Shroud of Turin, a relic that continues to captivate hearts and minds around the world. Shifting our focus from the enigmatic Shroud of Turin, we now descend into the depths of one of China's most baffling mysteries, the Longyou Caves. Hidden beneath the earth in Zhejiang province, these massive underground chambers are a marvel of ancient engineering. Discovered in 1992 by a local farmer draining a pond, the caves have since captivated archaeologists and historians with their sheer scale and precision. Carved entirely by hand, the Longyou Caves span an area of over 30,000 square meters, with walls, pillars, and ceilings meticulously crafted to form intricate patterns and smooth surfaces. The level of detail and symmetry is astonishing, raising questions about the tools, techniques, and knowledge possessed by the civilization that created them. The purpose of the Longyou Caves remains one of their greatest mysteries. Unlike other ancient structures, there are no historical records, inscriptions, or artifacts within the caves to provide clues about their use. Some theories suggest they served as tombs, storage facilities, or even ceremonial spaces, while others propose they were part of a larger, undiscovered complex. The absence of any documentation about their construction is equally puzzling. How could such a monumental project requiring immense labor and resources leave no trace in historical texts or local folklore? This lack of evidence has led some to speculate that the caves may have been created by a lost or undocumented civilization, adding another layer of intrigue to their story. Equally fascinating is the question of how the Longyou Caves were constructed. The precision of the carvings suggests a high level of mathematical and architectural knowledge, yet the tools available at the time, estimated to be over 2,000 years ago, seem inadequate for such a feat. The walls are adorned with uniform chisel marks, indicating a systematic and highly skilled workforce. Some researchers have even noted that the cave's design may have been influenced by astronomical or spiritual principles, though this remains speculative. The sheer effort required to excavate and shape the caves, combined with the absence of debris or tools at the site, only deepens the mystery. As we explore the Longyou Caves, we are left to wonder about the people who created them and the world they inhabited. What drove them to undertake such a monumental task, and why did they leave no record of their work? These questions remind us that even in the modern age, there are still ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. The Longyou Caves stand as a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring allure of the unknown, inviting us to imagine the lives and stories of those who came before us. With the mysteries of the Longyou Caves still echoing in our minds, our journey through the cryptic discoveries of the prehistoric era continues. Next, we turn our attention to the Ica stones, a collection of engraved rocks that challenge our understanding of ancient history and technology. But for now, let us marvel at the Longyou Caves, a hidden masterpiece that continues to inspire awe and curiosity. Now, let's step into a world where the lines between ancient history and modern imagination blur the Ica stones. Discovered in the 1960s near the town of Ica in Peru, these mysterious stones have sparked both fascination and skepticism. Carved with intricate depictions of dinosaurs, advanced medical procedures, and what appear to be futuristic technologies, the Ica stones challenge everything we think we know about prehistoric civilizations. But are they genuine artifacts or an elaborate hoax? The debate continues to this day. The story of the Ica stones begins with a local farmer named Basilio Ashuya who claimed to have found them in a cave. He sold thousands of these engraved stones to Dr. Javier Cabrera, a physician and amateur archaeologist who became their most vocal advocate. The stones vary in size, with some as small as a fist and others weighing several pounds. What makes them extraordinary are the carving scenes of humans interacting with dinosaurs, performing surgeries, and even using telescopes. These images seem to suggest that the creators of the stones possessed knowledge far beyond what is traditionally attributed to ancient cultures. However, the authenticity of the Ica stones has been hotly contested. Critics argue that the stones are modern creations, pointing to inconsistencies in the carvings and the lack of any archaeological context. Basilio Ashuya himself later admitted to carving some of the stones, though he claimed he did so based on older, genuine artifacts. This confession cast doubt on the entire collection, but some researchers believe that not all the stones can be dismissed as fakes. They argue that the sheer volume and complexity of the carvings suggest that at least some of them may be authentic, raising questions about a lost civilization with advanced knowledge. Theories about the origins of the Ica stones range from the plausible to the extraordinary. Some suggest they were created by an ancient culture with access to forgotten technologies or even extraterrestrial influence. Others propose that the stones are symbolic, representing myths or spiritual beliefs rather than literal events. The depiction of dinosaurs, in particular, has fueled speculation about whether ancient humans could have coexisted with these creatures or if the carvings were inspired by fossil discoveries. As we examine the Ica stones, we are left to ponder their true significance. Are they a window into a forgotten chapter of human history, or simply a clever hoax designed to captivate and confuse? Regardless of their origins, the Ica stones remind us of humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown and our desire to uncover the secrets of the past. They challenge us to question what we think we know and to remain open to the possibility that history may hold more mysteries than we can imagine. With the enigma of the Ica stones still lingering, our exploration of prehistoric mysteries takes us next to the towering Moai of Easter Island. These iconic stone statues, standing sentinel over the remote island, hold their own secrets waiting to be unraveled. But for now, let the Ica stones serve as a reminder that the past is never as simple as it seems, and that sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries are the ones that defy explanation. Now, let's journey to one of the most remote and enigmatic places on Earth, Easter Island. Here, the towering Moai statues stand as silent guardians, their stoic faces gazing out over the island's rugged landscape. These massive stone figures, carved by the Rapa Nui people between the 13th and 16th centuries, are not just impressive feats of engineering, but also enduring symbols of a civilization shrouded in mystery. Each statue, some weighing as much as 80 tons and standing over 30 feet tall, was meticulously carved from volcanic rock and transported across the island without the use of modern technology. But how did the Rapa Nui achieve such a monumental task, and what purpose did these statues serve? The creation of the Moai is a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the Rapa Nui people. The statues were carved from a single type of volcanic rock called tuff, found in the Rono Raraku quarry. Using stone tools, skilled artisans shaped the massive blocks into the iconic humanoid figures, complete with detailed facial features and elongated ears. Once completed, the statues were transported to various locations around the island, often miles away from the quarry. The exact method of transportation remains a subject of debate, but one popular theory suggests that the statues were walked upright using a system of ropes and logs, a process that would have required immense coordination and effort. The cultural significance of the Moai is deeply tied to the Rapa Nui's spiritual beliefs. Many researchers believe the statues were erected to honor ancestors, serving as a bridge between the living and the dead. The statues were placed on ceremonial platforms called ahu, which often served as burial sites. The placement of the Moai was deliberate, with most facing inland to watch over the villages and their descendants. Some statues also featured red stone hats called pukao, which may have symbolized status or authority. These details suggest that the Moai were more than just artistic expressions, they were central to the Rapa Nui's identity and cosmology. Despite their cultural importance, the purpose of the Moai has been the subject of much speculation. Some theories propose that the statues were markers of territorial boundaries or symbols of power for competing clans. Others suggest they played a role in agricultural rituals, possibly linked to the island's limited resources. The decline of the Rapa Nui civilization adds another layer of intrigue. Overpopulation, deforestation, and resource depletion may have led to societal collapse, leaving the Moai as haunting reminders of a once thriving culture. Yet, even in their silence, the statues continue to captivate and inspire, raising questions about the resilience and creativity of the people who created them. As we stand before the Moai, we are reminded of the enduring power of human ingenuity and the mysteries that still surround our past. These statues, carved with such precision and transported with such effort, are more than just stone. They are a testament to the Rapa Nui's connection to their land, their ancestors, and their beliefs. They challenge us to consider the complexities of ancient societies and the legacies they leave behind. With the mystery of the Moai still echoing in our minds, our exploration of prehistoric enigmas takes us next to the Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient manuscripts that offer a glimpse into the spiritual and intellectual world of their time. But for now, let the Moai of Easter Island remind us that even in the most remote corners of the world, the past speaks to us in ways that are both profound and mysterious. Turning our attention from the silent giants of Easter Island, we now delve into the ancient texts that have reshaped our understanding of religious history, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Discovered in the mid-20th century within the Qumran caves near the Dead Sea, these manuscripts are among the most significant archaeological finds of all time. Dating back over 2,000 years, the scrolls include some of the oldest known copies of biblical texts, as well as writings that offer a rare glimpse into the beliefs and practices of a Jewish sect during the Second Temple period. But what exactly do these scrolls contain, and why do they hold such profound importance? The Dead Sea Scrolls consist of a vast collection of documents, including fragments of every book of the Hebrew Bible except for the Book of Esther. These texts are remarkably well preserved, providing scholars with an unprecedented opportunity to study the language, theology, and history of ancient Judaism. Alongside biblical texts, the scrolls include commentaries, hymns, legal documents, and community rules, shedding light on the daily lives and spiritual practices of the people who created them. One of the most intriguing aspects of the scrolls is their diversity, revealing a rich tapestry of thought and belief that challenges our assumptions about religious uniformity in the ancient world. The significance of the Dead Sea Scrolls extends far beyond their age and preservation. They have fundamentally altered our understanding of the development of the Hebrew Bible and early Christianity. For instance, the scrolls include versions of biblical texts that differ slightly from those found in later manuscripts, offering clues about how these sacred writings evolved over time. Additionally, some scrolls contain apocalyptic visions and messianic prophecies that resonate with themes found in the New Testament, suggesting a shared cultural and theological context between early Christians and the Jewish community at Qumran. These connections have sparked intense scholarly debate and deepened our appreciation for the complexity of ancient religious thought. Yet, the mystery of who wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls remains unresolved. The most widely accepted theory is that they were produced by a Jewish sect known as the Essenes, who lived in the Qumran region. The Essenes were known for their strict adherence to religious laws, communal living, and emphasis on ritual purity, traits that align with the content of many scrolls. However, some scholars argue that the scrolls may have been brought to the caves by multiple groups, including priests fleeing the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem. The absence of definitive evidence leaves room for speculation, adding to the allure of these ancient texts. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls has not only enriched our knowledge of ancient religious traditions, but also raised profound questions about the nature of faith, interpretation, and preservation. These fragile fragments of parchment, hidden away for centuries, have become a bridge between the past and the present, inviting us to explore the enduring power of written words. As we reflect on their legacy, we are reminded that the search for understanding is a journey that transcends time, connecting us to the voices of those who came before. With the echoes of ancient scribes still lingering, our exploration of prehistoric mysteries now leads us to the Lascaux cave paintings, where art and history converge in a breathtaking display of human creativity. But for now, let the Dead Sea Scrolls remind us that even the most fragile remnants of the past can hold the keys to unlocking the stories of our ancestors. As we step away from the ancient texts of the Dead Sea Scrolls, our journey through prehistoric mysteries takes us to the heart of France, where the walls of the Lascaux caves tell a story far older than words. Discovered in 1940 by a group of teenagers, these caves are home to some of the most stunning examples of prehistoric art ever found. Dating back approximately 17,000 years, the Lascaux cave paintings offer a vivid window into the lives and minds of our ancient ancestors. But what do these intricate depictions of animals, humans, and abstract symbols reveal about the people who created them? The paintings themselves are a testament to the skill and creativity of early humans. Using natural pigments like ochre, charcoal, and manganese, the artists of Lascaux created vibrant images that have endured for millennia. The techniques they employed were remarkably sophisticated, with shading and perspective used to bring the figures to life. Some of the most striking images include large animals like bison, horses, and deer, often depicted in motion as if frozen in time. These works were not mere doodles but deliberate, carefully crafted expressions of a deep connection to the natural world. But why did these ancient artists spend so much time and effort creating these masterpieces deep within the caves? One theory suggests that the paintings served as a form of storytelling, capturing the experiences and observations of a hunter-gatherer society. The animals depicted may have represented important sources of food or spiritual significance, with the act of painting them perhaps serving as a way to honor or invoke their power. Another compelling idea is that the caves were sacred spaces, used for rituals or ceremonies. The remote, dark interiors of the caves would have created an otherworldly atmosphere, enhancing the spiritual experience for those who entered. Some researchers have even proposed that the paintings functioned as a kind of prehistoric calendar or map, with the arrangement of animals and symbols reflecting seasonal changes or migration patterns. This theory highlights the possibility that early humans possessed a sophisticated understanding of their environment, using art not only for expression but also for practical purposes. Yet, despite these interpretations, the true purpose of the Lascaux cave paintings remains shrouded in mystery, inviting us to imagine the lives and beliefs of those who created them. The discovery of the Lascaux caves has not only deepened our appreciation for the artistic abilities of early humans, but also challenged our assumptions about the complexity of prehistoric societies. These paintings remind us that creativity and the desire to communicate are timeless human traits, transcending the boundaries of time and culture. As we marvel at the beauty and mystery of these ancient works, we are reminded that the past is not a distant, static place, but a living, breathing part of who we are. With the echoes of prehistoric artists still resonating, our exploration of cryptic discoveries now leads us to the Terracotta Army, where thousands of life-sized clay soldiers stand guard over the secrets of an ancient emperor. But for now, let the Lascaux cave paintings inspire us to see the world through the eyes of those who came before, finding meaning in the art they left behind. Leaving behind the artistic wonders of the Lascaux caves, we now journey to the heart of ancient China, where an army of clay soldiers stands as one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries of all time. Unearthed in 1974 by local farmers digging a well, the Terracotta Army is a breathtaking testament to the ambition and ingenuity of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. This vast collection of life-sized clay soldiers, horses, and chariots was buried with the emperor to accompany him into the afterlife, a practice rooted in the belief that these figures would serve and protect him in the next world. But the scale and detail of this underground army are unlike anything else in history, raising questions about the resources, labor, and vision required to create such a monumental project. Each of the thousands of soldiers in the Terracotta Army is unique, with distinct facial features, hairstyles, and expressions. This level of individuality suggests that the artisans who crafted them drew inspiration from real people, perhaps even members of the emperor's own army. The figures were created using a combination of molds and hand sculpting techniques, with intricate details added to their armor, weapons, and even the soles of their shoes. The soldiers were originally painted in vibrant colors, though much of the pigment has faded over time, leaving behind the familiar terracotta hue we see today. The sheer variety and craftsmanship of these figures offer a glimpse into the advanced artistic and technical skills of ancient Chinese artisans. But the Terracotta Army is more than just a collection of statues. It is a reflection of the emperor's power and his obsession with immortality. Qin Shi Huang, who unified China and established the Qin dynasty, was known for his relentless pursuit of eternal life. The creation of this underground army was part of a larger effort to ensure his dominance extended beyond death. The site also includes other figures, such as acrobats, musicians, and officials, suggesting that the emperor sought to recreate his entire court in the afterlife. The scale of this project is staggering, with estimates suggesting that over 700,000 workers were involved in its construction over several decades. The discovery of the Terracotta Army has shed light on the military organization and technology of ancient China. The soldiers are arranged in precise formations, with infantry, archers, and cavalry positioned as if ready for battle. The weapons they carried, including bronze swords, spears, and crossbows, were not mere replicas but functional tools, many of which remain sharp and intact to this day. This level of detail has led researchers to believe that the army was not just a symbolic gesture, but a practical representation of the emperor's military might, designed to intimidate any potential threats in the afterlife. Yet, despite the wealth of information the Terracotta Army provides, many mysteries remain. The tomb of Qin Shi Huang himself has never been opened, and its contents are still unknown. Ancient texts describe the tomb as a lavish underground palace filled with treasures, booby traps, and even rivers of mercury. The decision to leave the tomb unexcavated has been driven by both respect for the emperor's resting place and concerns about preserving its contents. What secrets lie within, and what other wonders might be waiting to be discovered in the vast necropolis surrounding the Terracotta Army? As we stand before these silent sentinels, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of Qin Shi Huang and the extraordinary lengths to which he went to secure his place in history. The Terracotta Army is not just a marvel of ancient engineering and artistry, but a powerful symbol of humanity's fascination with life, death, and the unknown. With this monumental discovery still revealing its secrets, our journey through the mysteries of the prehistoric era continues, leading us next to the Great Pyramid of Giza, where another ancient wonder awaits. From the silent guardians of the terracotta army, we now turn our gaze to the sands of Egypt, where the Great Pyramid of Giza rises as a timeless testament to human ingenuity. Standing as the last of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, this colossal structure has captivated historians, archaeologists, and dreamers for centuries. Built over 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramid was originally constructed as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu, yet its true purpose and the methods behind its creation remain shrouded in mystery. The sheer scale of the Great Pyramid is staggering, composed of approximately 2,300,000 stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons. The pyramid stands at 481 feet tall. To this day, the precision with which these massive stones were cut, transported, and assembled defies easy explanation. The blocks fit together so seamlessly that not even a sheet of paper can slide between them. How did an ancient civilization without modern machinery or tools achieve such a feat? Theories range from the use of ramps and levers to more speculative ideas involving lost technologies or even extraterrestrial assistance. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Great Pyramid is its alignment. The structure is almost perfectly oriented to the cardinal points of the compass: north, south, east, and west. This level of precision suggests a deep understanding of astronomy and geometry, as even a slight deviation would have been noticeable. Some researchers believe the pyramid's alignment was intentional, serving as a celestial marker or even a kind of ancient observatory. Others argue that its orientation was symbolic, reflecting the pharaoh's divine connection to the heavens. The interior of the pyramid is equally intriguing. Within its massive walls lies a complex network of chambers and passageways, including the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and the Grand Gallery. The King's Chamber, located at the heart of the pyramid, houses a large granite sarcophagus, though no remains have ever been found inside. This has led to speculation that the pyramid may have served purposes beyond a simple tomb. Some theories suggest it was a site for spiritual rituals, a repository of ancient knowledge, or even a machine designed to harness cosmic energy. Theories about the pyramid's purpose are as varied as they are fascinating. While the traditional view holds that it was built as a tomb for Khufu, others propose that it functioned as an astronomical observatory, aligning with specific stars or constellations. The pyramid's dimensions and proportions have also been linked to mathematical constants, such as pi and the golden ratio, leading some to believe it encodes advanced knowledge of mathematics and science. Still, others see it as a symbol of the pharaoh's power and a bridge between the earthly and divine realms. Despite centuries of study, the Great Pyramid of Giza continues to guard its secrets. How were its builders able to achieve such precision with the tools and knowledge available to them? What was the true purpose of this monumental structure? And what other mysteries might lie hidden within its ancient stones? As we stand in awe of this engineering marvel, we are reminded of the boundless creativity and ambition of our ancestors. The Great Pyramid is not just a monument to a pharaoh, but a testament to humanity's enduring quest to reach beyond the limits of the possible. With the mysteries of the Great Pyramid still echoing in our minds, our journey through the cryptic discoveries of the prehistoric era takes us next to the enigmatic Olmec colossal heads, where another ancient wonder awaits. Leaving the sands of Egypt behind, we now journey to the lush jungles of Mesoamerica, where the Olmec civilization left behind one of the most striking and mysterious artifacts of the ancient world, the colossal stone heads. Carved from massive basalt boulders, these towering sculptures stand as silent witnesses to a civilization that thrived over 3,000 years ago, long before the rise of the Maya or the Aztecs. Each head, weighing several tons and standing up to 11 feet tall, is a masterpiece of artistry and engineering, yet their purpose and the methods used to create them remain shrouded in mystery. The Olmec colossal heads are believed to depict powerful rulers or leaders of the Olmec civilization, with each sculpture featuring unique facial features, headdresses, and expressions. The level of detail is astonishing, from the intricate carvings of helmets or headdresses to the subtle variations in facial structure, suggesting that these were portraits of real individuals. But how did the Olmec people, without the use of metal tools or wheels, manage to carve and transport these massive stones? The basalt used for the heads was quarried from the Tuxtla Mountains, located dozens of miles away from the sites where the heads were discovered. Moving these enormous stones through dense jungle terrain would have been an extraordinary feat, even by modern standards. One theory suggests that the Olmec used a combination of log rollers, ropes, and sheer manpower to transport the boulders. Another possibility is that they utilized rafts to move the stones along rivers, taking advantage of the region's waterways. However, the exact methods remain speculative, as no written records or detailed accounts of their techniques have survived. What is clear is that the Olmec possessed a remarkable understanding of engineering and logistics, enabling them to achieve what would seem impossible for their time. The purpose of the colossal heads is another enduring mystery. While many believe they were meant to honor rulers or commemorate important leaders, others propose that they served a ceremonial or religious function. Some researchers suggest that the heads were placed in specific locations to mark sacred sites or to assert the authority of the Olmec elite. The fact that many of the heads were buried or deliberately damaged adds another layer of intrigue, raising questions about the decline of the Olmec civilization and the fate of their leaders. The Olmec colossal heads are not just remarkable for their size and craftsmanship, but also for what they reveal about the Olmec civilization. Often referred to as the mother culture of Mesoamerica, the Olmec laid the foundation for many of the cultural and artistic traditions that would later flourish in the region. Their influence can be seen in the art, architecture, and religious practices of subsequent civilizations, making the colossal heads not only a testament to their own achievements, but also a link to the broader history of the Americas. As we stand before these ancient giants, we are left to wonder about the people who created them. What stories do these stone faces hold? What drove the Olmec to undertake such monumental projects? And what other secrets of their civilization remain hidden beneath the jungle's canopy? The colossal heads are a reminder of the ingenuity and ambition of humanity's earliest cultures, inviting us to explore the mysteries they left behind. With the enigmatic gaze of the Olmec head still lingering in our thoughts, our exploration of prehistoric mysteries now takes us to the plain of jars, where thousands of ancient stone vessels await to tell their story. Now, as we leave the towering stone heads of the Olmec behind, our journey takes us to the rugged landscapes of Laos, where an equally puzzling mystery awaits the plain of jars. Scattered across the Xiang Quang Plateau are thousands of massive stone jars, some standing over 9 feet tall and weighing several tons. These ancient vessels, carved from sandstone, granite, and other local materials, are arranged in clusters, some containing just a few jars while others hold hundreds. Their sheer number and the precision with which they were crafted have baffled archaeologists and historians for decades. The purpose of the jars remains one of the greatest enigmas of Southeast Asia's prehistoric past. One of the most widely accepted theories is that they were used as funerary urns holding the remains of the dead. Excavations have uncovered human bones, teeth, and burial goods inside and around the jars, supporting the idea that they played a role in ancient mortuary practices. Some researchers suggest that the jars were part of a complex burial ritual, where bodies were placed inside to decompose before the bones were later collected and buried elsewhere. Others propose that the jars were used to store food, water, or even fermented beverages, serving a practical purpose in the daily lives of the people who created them. The mystery deepens when we consider the civilization behind these jars. Who were the people who carved and arranged these massive stone vessels? The Plain of Jars dates back to the Iron Age between 500 and 2000 years ago, but little is known about the culture that created them. No written records or inscriptions have been found to shed light on their identity or beliefs. Some scholars believe the jars were the work of a sophisticated society with advanced knowledge of stoneworking and logistics, while others argue that they were created by smaller, decentralized communities working together over generations. The methods used to create and transport the jars are another source of intrigue. The stone was quarried from nearby mountains, but moving these massive vessels across the rugged terrain would have required significant effort and ingenuity. Some theories suggest that the jars were rolled on logs or dragged using ropes, while others propose that they were carved in place with the stone shaped directly at the site where they now stand. The lack of tools or evidence of the carving process only adds to the mystery, leaving us to wonder how such precision was achieved with the technology of the time. Adding to the intrigue is the fact that many of the jars are adorned with carvings or surrounded by smaller stone discs, which some believe served as markers or lids. The arrangement of the jars in clusters has led to speculation that they were placed in specific patterns, possibly aligned with celestial events or used as part of ritualistic ceremonies. The presence of unexploded ordnance from more recent conflicts has made excavation and study challenging, leaving many questions unanswered. The Plain of Jars is not just a collection of ancient artifacts but a window into a lost civilization. These stone vessels stand as silent witnesses to a culture that once thrived in this remote region, leaving behind a legacy that continues to puzzle and inspire. What drove these ancient people to create such monumental works? What rituals or beliefs were tied to these jars? And what other secrets lie buried beneath the soil of the Xingguang Plateau? As we ponder these questions, our exploration of prehistoric mysteries continues, leading us next to the enigmatic Phaistos disc, a small clay artifact that has defied decipherment for over a century. Now, shifting our focus from the sprawling landscapes of Laos, we turn our attention to a much smaller yet equally baffling artifact, the Phaistos disc. Discovered in 1908 in the Minoan Palace of Phaistos on the island of Crete, this clay disc is one of archaeology's most enduring puzzles. Measuring just over 6 inches in diameter, the disc is covered on both sides with a spiral of stamped symbols arranged in groups that seem to form words or phrases. These symbols, unlike anything found in other ancient scripts, have resisted decipherment for over a century, leaving scholars and enthusiasts alike captivated by its mystery. The disc's discovery was as intriguing as its design. Unearthed by Italian archaeologist Luigi Pernier, it was found in a room that appeared to be a storage area, surrounded by other artifacts from the Minoan civilization. The symbols, pressed into the clay using stamps, suggest a level of sophistication in communication that was rare for its time, estimated to be around 1700 to 1600 BC. The fact that no other examples of this script have been found adds to the enigma, making the Phaistos disc a unique artifact in the study of ancient languages. Efforts to decode the disc's symbols have been numerous, but none have yielded definitive results. Some researchers believe the symbols represent a form of writing, possibly a religious text, a hymn, or even a calendar. Others argue that the disc might be a game board or a decorative object with no linguistic meaning at all. The lack of a Rosetta Stone-like key, a bilingual text that could help decode the symbols, has made progress slow and speculative. Despite the use of modern technology, including computer algorithms designed to analyze patterns, the disc's message remains elusive. Theories about the disc's purpose are as varied as they are imaginative. Some suggest it was a ceremonial object used in rituals or as a talisman. Others propose it was a form of early propaganda, created to convey the power and authority of the Minoan rulers. There's even a theory that the disk might be a record of astronomical events, with the symbols representing celestial bodies or cycles. Each theory offers a glimpse into the possible functions of the disk, but without more evidence, its true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. What makes the Phaistos disk particularly fascinating is its uniqueness. Unlike other ancient scripts such as linear or Egyptian hieroglyphs, which have multiple examples and contextual clues, the disk stands alone. This has led some to question whether it was even created on Crete or if it was brought from another civilization, perhaps as a gift or a trade item. The possibility that it represents a lost language or a one-time experiment in communication only adds to its allure. As we contemplate the meaning of this enigmatic artifact, we are reminded of the vast gaps in our understanding of ancient civilizations. The Phaistos disk is a testament to the creativity and ingenuity of the Minoans, yet it also serves as a humbling reminder of how much we still have to learn. What message was its creator trying to convey, and why has no other example of this script ever been found? These questions linger, inviting us to continue the search for answers. With the Phaistos disk leaving us with more questions than answers, our journey through prehistoric mysteries takes us next to the Karnak stones, where thousands of standing stones stretch across the French countryside, each one holding its own secrets. Now, as we leave behind the enigmatic symbols of the Phaistos disk, our journey takes us to the windswept plains of Brittany, France, where the Karnak stones stand as silent sentinels of a forgotten past. Stretching across the landscape in rows that seem to defy time itself, these thousands of standing stones are one of the most striking and mysterious prehistoric sights in the world. Arranged in long, parallel lines, some reaching over 3,000 stones in a single alignment, the Karnak stones have puzzled archaeologists, historians, and visitors for centuries. Who placed them here and why? The answers remain as elusive as the whispers of the ancient winds that sweep through this hauntingly beautiful site. The sheer scale of the Karnak stones is staggering. Divided into three main groups, Mainek, Kamario, and Kaleskan, the stones vary in size, with some towering over 13 feet tall. Their precise alignment, stretching for miles, suggests a deliberate and organized effort by the people who erected them. But what was their purpose? One of the most enduring theories is that the stones served as a vast astronomical observatory, their alignments marking the positions of the sun, moon, and stars. Some researchers believe the stones could have been used to predict solstices or equinoxes, helping ancient communities track the seasons for agricultural or ceremonial purposes. Others propose that the stones were part of a sacred landscape, used for rituals or as a place of worship, their arrangement reflecting spiritual beliefs or cosmological ideas. Another intriguing theory links the Karnak stones to ancient burial practices. Nearby, archaeologists have discovered tumuli, burial mounds, and dolmens or stone tombs, suggesting that the area held deep religious significance. Could the standing stones have been part of a larger funerary complex, marking the resting places of important individuals or serving as a gateway between the living and the dead? The proximity of these structures to the stone alignments adds weight to this idea. Though definitive evidence remains out of reach, the mystery deepens when we consider how the stones were erected. The technology and labor required to move and position such massive stones would have been immense, especially for a prehistoric society. Some stones weigh several tons, yet they were transported and placed with remarkable precision. How did the builders achieve this feat without modern tools or machinery? The answer may lie in the ingenuity and determination of the people who lived here thousands of years ago, but the specifics of their methods are lost to time. Adding to the intrigue are the local legends surrounding the Karnak stones. One popular tale claims that the stones are the remains of a Roman legion turned to stone by the wizard Merlin. Another suggests they were placed by giants or ancient gods. While these stories are undoubtedly myths, they reflect the awe and wonder the stones have inspired for generations. Even today, the Karnak stones continue to captivate, drawing visitors from around the world who come to marvel at their mystery and beauty. As we stand among these ancient stones, we are reminded of the vastness of human history and the enduring questions it leaves behind. Were the Karnak stones a celestial calendar, a sacred site, or something else entirely? The truth may never be fully known, but the stones stand as a testament to the creativity and ambition of our ancestors. Their silent presence invites us to ponder the lives and beliefs of those who came before us, and to marvel at the mysteries they left behind. With the Karnak stones leaving us in quiet contemplation, our exploration of prehistoric mysteries continues as we turn our attention to the Uffington White Horse, a massive hill figure etched into the English countryside where another ancient enigma awaits. Now, shifting our gaze from the enigmatic rows of the Karnak stones, we journey across the English Channel to the rolling hills of Oxfordshire, where the Uffington White Horse gallops across the landscape frozen in time. This striking prehistoric hill figure carved into the chalk hillside is one of the oldest and most iconic geoglyphs in the world. Stretching over 360 feet in length, the stylized horse is a masterpiece of ancient artistry, its flowing lines and abstract form capturing the imagination of all who see it. But who created this monumental figure, and what message were they trying to convey? The answers lie shrouded in the mists of time, inviting us to explore the mysteries of this ancient masterpiece. The Uffington White Horse is believed to date back to the late Bronze Age or early Iron Age, making it over 3,000 years old. Its creation involved cutting deep trenches into the hillside and filling them with crushed white chalk, a technique that ensured its visibility from miles away. The figure's stylized design, with its elongated body and slender legs, is unlike any natural depiction of a horse, leading some to speculate that it represents a mythical or symbolic creature rather than a literal one. This has sparked numerous theories about its purpose, ranging from tribal insignia to religious iconography. One of the most compelling theories connects the Uffington White Horse to ancient Celtic mythology. The horse was a sacred animal in Celtic culture, often associated with deities like Epona, the goddess of horses, and Rhiannon, a figure from Welsh mythology. Some scholars suggest that the figure may have been created as a tribute to these deities, serving as a focal point for rituals or ceremonies. Its location on a prominent hilltop, visible from great distances, would have made it a powerful symbol of divine presence and protection. Another theory links the White Horse to the nearby Uffington Castle, an Iron Age hill fort, and Dragon Hill, a natural mound where, according to legend, St. George slew the dragon. The proximity of these sites has led some to propose that the horse was part of a larger ceremonial landscape, perhaps used for seasonal festivals or as a gathering place for the community. The figure's alignment with the sun during certain times of the year has also fueled speculation that it served as an astronomical marker, helping ancient people track the changing seasons. The maintenance of the Uffington White Horse over millennia is a testament to its enduring significance. Local communities have traditionally held scouring ceremonies where they would clear the figure of vegetation and replenish the chalk to keep it visible. This practice, which dates back centuries, highlights the deep cultural connection people have felt to the site, even as its original purpose faded into obscurity. Today, the figure remains a cherished landmark, its timeless elegance continuing to inspire awe and curiosity. As we stand before the Uffington White Horse, we are reminded of the creativity and spiritual depth of our ancestors. Was it a symbol of divine power, a marker of celestial events, or a communal emblem? The truth may never be fully uncovered, but the figure's enduring presence invites us to reflect on the beliefs and aspirations of those who came before us. With its graceful form etched into the hillside, the Uffington White Horse stands as a silent witness to the mysteries of the past, urging us to keep exploring the stories it has yet to reveal. As we leave the windswept hills of Oxfordshire, our journey through prehistoric mysteries takes us next to the Sphinx of Giza, where another ancient enigma awaits. Now, as we turn our attention from the windswept hills of Oxfordshire, we find ourselves standing before one of the most iconic and enigmatic monuments of the ancient world, the Sphinx of Giza. This colossal statue, with the body of a lion and the head of a human, has captivated the imagination of historians, archaeologists, and travelers for centuries. Carved from a single massive limestone outcrop, the Sphinx measures over 240 feet in length and stands 66 feet tall, making it one of the largest and oldest statues ever created. But what was its purpose, and what secrets does it hold about the civilization that built it? The Sphinx is believed to have been constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, around 2,500 years before the Common Era, as part of the Giza Pyramid complex. Its lion body symbolizes strength and power, while the human head is thought to represent the pharaoh himself, embodying wisdom and divine authority. The statue's alignment with the rising sun during the equinoxes has led some to suggest that it served as a solar symbol, connecting the pharaoh to the sun god Ra. Others propose that it was a guardian figure protecting the nearby pyramids and temples from evil spirits or intruders. One of the most enduring mysteries surrounding the Sphinx is its original appearance. Over the millennia, erosion and human activity have worn away much of its surface, leaving its features weathered and indistinct. However, evidence suggests that the statue was once brightly painted, with traces of red pigment still visible on its face. The Sphinx's nose, famously missing, has been the subject of much speculation, with theories ranging from natural erosion to deliberate destruction by invading armies or iconoclasts. The truth remains elusive, adding to the aura of mystery that surrounds this ancient monument. Another intriguing aspect of the Sphinx is the possibility that it may be far older than traditionally believed. Some researchers point to the erosion patterns on its body, which resemble those caused by water rather than wind and sand. This has led to the controversial theory that the Sphinx could date back to a much earlier period, perhaps even predating the dynastic era of ancient Egypt. While this idea remains hotly debated, it raises fascinating questions about the origins of this iconic statue and the civilization that created it. The Sphinx's purpose and meaning have also been the subject of much debate. Some scholars believe it was a symbol of royal power, designed to inspire awe and reverence in those who approached the Giza Plateau. Others suggest it had a more practical function, such as marking the entrance to a sacred site or serving as a focal point for rituals. The discovery of a temple complex in front of the Sphinx has fueled speculation that it played a central role in religious ceremonies, possibly linked to the worship of the sun god or the pharaoh's divine status. Despite centuries of study, the Sphinx continues to guard its secrets. Its enigmatic smile and inscrutable gaze seem to challenge us to uncover the truth hidden within its ancient form. As we stand before this monumental statue, we are reminded of the ingenuity and ambition of the people who built it and the enduring mysteries they left behind. What was the Sphinx's true purpose? What messages did it convey to those who gazed upon it in antiquity? The answers may lie buried beneath the sands of time, waiting to be discovered. With the Sphinx's mysteries still echoing in our minds, our journey through the prehistoric era takes us next to the Kochno stone, where another cryptic discovery awaits. Leaving the sands of Egypt behind, we now journey to the rolling hills of Scotland, where another cryptic relic from the prehistoric era awaits, the Kochno stone. This massive sandstone slab, measuring over 40 feet in length and 26 feet in width, is one of the most intriguing archaeological discoveries in Europe. Covered in intricate carvings of spirals, cup marks, and geometric patterns, the Kochno stone has puzzled researchers since its discovery in the late 19th century. What do these mysterious symbols mean, and who created them? The Kochno stone was first uncovered in 1887 by a local farmer in West Dunbartonshire, Scotland. Its surface is adorned with more than 90 carved designs, some of which resemble celestial bodies, while others appear to depict abstract symbols or maps. The sheer complexity and scale of the carvings have led to numerous theories about their purpose. Some researchers believe the stones served as a ceremonial site, possibly used for rituals or astronomical observations. The spirals and cup marks, which are common in prehistoric art, may have held spiritual or symbolic significance, representing cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Another theory suggests that the Kochno stone functioned as a territorial marker or a map of the surrounding landscape. The patterns could indicate natural features such as rivers, hills, or settlements, serving as a guide for ancient travelers or a way to demarcate sacred spaces. This idea is supported by the stone's prominent location on a hillside, which would have made it a visible landmark for miles around. However, without written records or additional context, the true meaning of these carvings remains elusive. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Kochno stone is its connection to the people who created it. The carvings are believed to date back to the Neolithic or Bronze Age, making them thousands of years old. This places the stone's creators among the earliest known inhabitants of Scotland, a civilization that left behind few traces of their culture and beliefs. The Kochno stone offers a rare glimpse into their world, but it also raises questions about their knowledge, skills, and motivations. How did they create such precise and elaborate designs without modern tools? What inspired them to carve these symbols into stone, and what messages were they trying to convey? Over the years, the Kochno stone has faced threats from both natural erosion and human activity. In 1965, it was buried under soil to protect it from vandalism, a decision that preserved the stone but also concealed it from public view for decades. In 2015, archaeologists excavated the site, revealing the carvings once again and sparking renewed interest in their meaning. Modern technology, such as three-dimensional scanning, has allowed researchers to study the stone in greater detail, uncovering previously unnoticed patterns and offering new insights into its creation. Despite these advances, the Kochno stone remains shrouded in mystery. Its carvings continue to defy interpretation, and the civilization that created it has left no written records to explain their significance. Some have even speculated that the stone's patterns could be evidence of ancient astronomical knowledge or connections to other prehistoric sites across Europe. While these theories are intriguing, they remain unproven, leaving the Kochno stone as one of the most enigmatic artifacts of the prehistoric era. As we contemplate the Kochno stone's intricate carvings and the questions they raise, we are reminded of the enduring allure of ancient mysteries. What secrets do these symbols hold? What stories could they tell about the people who carved them? The answers may lie hidden within the stone's weathered surface, waiting for future generations to uncover. With the Kochno stone's enigma still fresh in our minds, our exploration of prehistoric discoveries now leads us to the final chapter of our journey, the Ark of the Covenant. From the enigmatic carvings of the Kochno stone, we now turn our attention to one of the most legendary and elusive artifacts in human history, the Ark of the Covenant. This sacred object, described in the Hebrew Bible as a gold-covered wooden chest, is said to have held the stone tablets inscribed with the Ten Commandments, given to Moses by God on Mount Sinai. The Ark is not just a religious relic, it is a symbol of divine presence and power, surrounded by stories of miracles, destruction, and mystery. But where is it now, and what secrets does it hold? The Ark of the Covenant first appears in the biblical narrative as a central element of the Israelites' journey through the wilderness. According to the Book of Exodus, it was constructed under divine instruction with precise dimensions and materials. The Ark was adorned with two golden cherubim on its lid, forming the mercy seat, where God's presence was believed to dwell. It was carried by the Israelites during their exodus from Egypt and played a pivotal role in their conquest of the Promised Land. Stories of its power abound, from parting the Jordan River to causing the walls of Jericho to collapse. Yet, despite its prominence in ancient texts, the Ark's fate after the biblical period remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. One of the most enduring questions about the Ark is its final resting place. The last definitive mention of the Ark in the Bible places it in the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem, where it was housed in the Holy of Holies, the innermost sanctuary. However, after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BCE, the Ark vanishes from the historical record. Some believe it was destroyed or looted by the Babylonians, while others suggest it was hidden to protect it from invaders. One popular theory claims that the Ark was taken to Ethiopia, where it is said to reside in the Church of Saint Mary of Zion in Axum. This claim, supported by Ethiopian tradition, has fascinated scholars and treasure hunters alike, though no conclusive evidence has been found. Another theory proposes that the Ark was concealed beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, possibly in a hidden chamber or tunnel system. This idea has sparked numerous archaeological expeditions, but the sensitive nature of the site, coupled with political and religious tensions, has made thorough exploration nearly impossible. Some even speculate that the Ark was taken to Europe by the Knights Templar during the Crusades, linking it to legends of the Holy Grail. While these theories are compelling, they remain speculative, leaving the Ark's true location shrouded in uncertainty. The mystery of the Ark's disappearance is matched only by the intrigue surrounding its construction and purpose. The biblical descriptions of the Ark emphasize its sacred nature, with strict rules about who could approach it and how it was to be handled. Touching the Ark, as one unfortunate individual discovered, could result in instant death. This has led some to theorize that the Ark may have possessed some form of advanced or even supernatural technology, such as an electrical charge or a powerful energy source. While these ideas are speculative, they highlight the enduring fascination with the Ark as both a religious artifact and a potential key to ancient knowledge. As we reflect on the Ark of the Covenant, we are reminded of the profound impact it has had on culture, religion, and history. Its story transcends time, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and film. Yet, despite centuries of searching and speculation, the Ark remains hidden, its secrets locked away. Whether it lies in a remote Ethiopian church beneath the streets of Jerusalem or somewhere else entirely, the Ark of the Covenant continues to captivate our imagination, a testament to humanity's enduring quest for the divine and the unknown. With this final discovery, our journey through 25 cryptic relics of the prehistoric era comes to an end. From ancient temples to mysterious manuscripts, these artifacts challenge our understanding of history and remind us of the countless stories still waiting to be uncovered. What other secrets lie buried beneath the sands of time? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into the mysteries of our past. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth. As we bring our exploration of these 25 cryptic discoveries to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the profound impact they've had on our understanding of prehistoric civilizations. From the intricate gears of the Antikythera Mechanism to the towering Moai of Easter Island, each artifact and site tells a story that challenges our assumptions about the past. These discoveries remind us that ancient peoples were far more advanced, creative, and connected than we often give them credit for. They left behind clues that continue to puzzle and inspire us, offering glimpses into worlds that remain shrouded in mystery. What ties these discoveries together is not just their age or their enigmatic nature, but the way they force us to rethink history. They push us to question what we know about human ingenuity, spirituality, and the drive to create meaning in an uncertain world. Whether it's the precision of the Sacsayhuaman walls or the haunting beauty of the Lascaux cave paintings, these relics remind us that the past is not a static record but a living, breathing narrative that evolves with every new discovery. Yet for all we've learned, these mysteries are far from solved. The Voynich Manuscript's undecipherable text, the purpose of the Nazca Lines, and the fate of the Ark of the Covenant are just a few of the questions that continue to elude us. These enigmas invite us to keep searching, to keep questioning, and to remain open to the possibility that the answers may be more extraordinary than we can imagine. So, what do you think? Do these discoveries hint at lost civilizations, advanced technologies, or even connections to the divine? Or are they simply reminders of how much we still have to learn about our ancestors? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on these ancient puzzles. If you've enjoyed this journey through the mysteries of the prehistoric era, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exploration into the unknown. History is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered, and we're just getting started. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth. The past has so much more to reveal.